He shoved her. In the middle of the mess hall, trays dropped. Conversations froze. Eyes widened. A young U.S. Marine full of ego, full of muscle, full of loud energy. And standing in front of him was a woman he thought was nobody. A woman with a calm face. No reaction, no anger, just silence. He had no idea who she was. He had no idea that the uniform she wore carried more weight than everyone standing behind him. He had no idea that the person he just pushed outranked every single person watching, including his own commanding officers. But the beauty of power is this. Real power never needs to announce itself. Real authority walks quietly. Real strength doesn't flex, it observes. While the Marine shouted, trying to prove something, she said nothing. She simply adjusted her sleeve. And that movement alone made 3 senior officers in the room straighten up immediately. Because they knew the rank. They knew the insignia. They knew the woman he just shoved had seen more battlefields than he had seen training days. They knew she had commanded hundreds. They knew she carried scars earned through sacrifice, not arrogance. But she didn't raise her voice. She didn't push him back. She didn't humiliate him the way he humiliated himself. She simply looked at him with a calm, unshaken expression that said, "Son, you have no idea who you're talking to." And then she turned away. But that moment, that silence, that composure, taught everyone in the room a lesson they would never forget. Because authority is not measured by volume. Respect is not earned by shouting. Power does not live in the muscles. It lives in the mind, the discipline, the history you carry, and the battles you've survived. The young Marine suddenly felt the atmosphere shift. People who were laughing a moment ago were now staring at him like he had made the biggest mistake of his career. His sergeant rushed to the front.
"Marine, stand down!"
His face went pale. He didn't, and the silence in the room was louder than any punishment. She finally spoke. Not with anger. Not with vengeance. Not with ego. What but with a tone that carried the calm confidence of someone who had commanded storms. Respect is not about rank. It's about character. Learn that, before the battlefield teaches you the hard way. Her words hit deeper than any reprimand. He realized he didn't just shove a superior officer. He shoved someone who had earned the right to walk with quiet dignity. Someone who had faced bullets with less fear than he showed in that moment. That day, something changed in the mess hall. Not because she punished him, but because she didn't. Her restraint became the lesson. Her control became the example. Her silence became the authority. And that's the message life is giving you today. There will be people who underestimate you. People who shove you mentally, emotionally, verbally, because they think you're small, powerless, or irrelevant. People who speak loudly just to hide their insecurity. But you don't need to prove who you are. You don't need to shout your worth. You don't need to fight every battle. When you truly know what you carry, you move differently. When your purpose is strong, noise cannot shake you. When you know your destiny, disrespect cannot stop you. Some people only understand your value when they see others standing at attention in your presence. Some people only realize your strength when life forces them to look at the truth they ignored. Some people will only respect you after they recognize who you really are. But don't waste your energy trying to convince them. Be like her. Calm, controlled, unshaken, focused. Because your strength is not in reacting, your strength is in knowing. Knowing who you are. Knowing what you carry. Knowing the future you're building. Knowing the authority that comes from discipline, experience, and self-respect. Let people doubt you. Let people misjudge you. Let people underestimate you. It's not your job to explain your greatness. It's their lesson to discover. One day, just like that Marine, the same people who dismissed you will stand corrected. Not because you fought them, but because life itself will reveal your rank. So walk forward with that quiet power. Walk with that calm authority. Walk with that discipline that makes noise irrelevant. Because when you truly outrank your surroundings, in mindset, in discipline, in destiny, you don't need to shove back. Your presence becomes the message.